All right. So once again, you catch me out here piddling. But let me just show you something right quick. I've kind of already showed you this, but this will kind of coordinate what my plans are for tomorrow. All right, here we are. This is the old tread gauge. If you remember, I was gauging these tire tread. And you can see there, that is about, maybe 3/10 of an inch. It's still in the blue. But if it goes to 2/10 of an, or 2/32, I'm sorry. I guess that's right. All right, so here I am again. You saw I checked my tire tread. Tomorrow I'm going to Lubbock, Texas. I'm getting a new set of tires on this thing. They've still got some life in them, but I'm gonna go ahead and change them out. We're gonna start off a new tread. I got some trips planned. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna mess with that shock again. I'm gonna just keep messing with it, see if I can find something better. So right now I have it set on a 5. I thought that was maybe kind of the sweet spot. But here's what I learned. And I'll show you as I'm doing. You see that set on a 5, and I don't know what that 5 means. So what I was instructed to do, well, I got it off a YouTube video. They said to start off, let's just back this thing all the way out as far as it'll go. Now there's a little click. They say that click is every half a round. I don't know about that. Okay, that's as far as it comes out. And so what it says is, go ahead and turn it in to get the first click. Okay, right there. I don't know if you heard that click. Supposedly that is your 0 line. So it tells me to go in 10 rounds, and I don't know if that's going to be equivalent to that 10 up there, and that will be suited for my weight plus about 50 pounds of gear. So let's see how that works out. I wish I had a way to mark that. I mean, I'm sure I do. All right, I found a piece of red tape. That's the marker. So we're going to go 10 rounds. Kind of hard. There's one. Right there, that's 10 rounds, and that shows to be 15, 14, 13, that shows to be about 12 on the gauge. Yeah, so while I'm out here just piddling, I got a thermometer in there. You know, that's probably the worst thing I could do is put that thermometer, because I see that's a 29 degree, that's a 29 degree beer. And I don't know, I'm always curious, what does 29 degree beer taste like? So, fix to find out. Okay, so here's the thinking on this thing after, I had to watch some YouTube videos and just some things I think I learned. Is this cylinder right here, that's an adjustment, and I think it's some sort of a hydraulic fluid adjuster. And, when I unscrewed it back to 0, it really had no tension. But as I screwed it in, it did gain tension, and it was a little bit hard to turn. So what they said is every time when you turn it in, you're actually expanding the stroke length on this deal. They say if you get it too short, like maybe I had it at my weight, I was could have been bottoming out. I really never, I don't know. Because I've had it up here pretty high before, and it was rough too. It's kind of a trade-off, you know. Is it too soft? Is it too hard? Well, as you can tell in there, we're probably about mid-scale. I mean, from 0 to 20, we're probably at a 12. And like I said, I know that the longer the stroke, the more that it can compress. Makes sense. When you screw it out, that decreases the stroke. That actually lets it down. And I actually can kind of prove that. I don't know if I didn't even film it. When I had the other side off, looking at it, you know, the other side's different. It doesn't have an adjuster. It's just a spring that I think it dampens the recoil. But I measured from that bolt to that bolt, and it was 11.5 inches. And so I'm assuming they're the same on both sides. But now that I measure it on this side, it's hard to do with the camera. You can see I'm right at 12 inches to that bolt. So I have increased that stroke length by a 1/2 inch. I'm looking at hoping that's like another 1/2 inch of cushion I'm going to get going down the road. And I'll let you know when I know. As far as I can tell, that's the only adjustment on these things. There's no spanner, wrench. There's nothing. Now I do see, and I didn't film it because I didn't realize it. Let me show you. I believe, now I don't know, I didn't look at it. You see that space right there? Yeah. So I'm gonna say when it's all the way down, this comes down and it's flush with that. And you screw that in and it actually comes up. You can see there's that 1/2 inch we gained right there. So you know, there's a top of the line suspension system for these Harleys. It's called Wilbur's. Now that thing's about $2,200. Now that's rear shocks, front forks. That supposedly is the finest that you can get. But you know what? I don't want to spend $2,200 on this thing. So if I can work it out by just adjusting this, I do have one more. It'll be a cost to it, but it's a less cost. If this doesn't suit me, I'm going to try that. I'm going to probably have to spend about $100, 110. Much better than $2,000. So we'll see what this does. Yeah. All those videos I was watching about adjusting your shocks, half the video was how to get the saddlebag off. So I just cut to the chase. I already took it off and we went straight to the adjustment. I mean, it's pretty simple. We'll just see if it really works. All right, so y'all remember this chart here. And here's how I came up with this, because my weight is right there at 240 pounds, which that'd be my perfect weight, you know, if I was about 8 feet tall. So with just myself at 240 and no passenger, no cargo, 4 rounds. You screw that in 4 rounds. As you look up here, you can add the weight of a passenger. And I'm not going to have a passenger, but I'm just going to say I'm going to have 50 pounds of cargo by the time I carry my tool kit, my jacket, and my chaps. So then you come back down to the 240, and it says 10 rounds. So, yeah, and that's what I did. I screwed that thing all the way out until it stopped, nothing else. And they say screw it in until you feel the first click, because that's your 0 line, is what they say. Now, I don't know. And I did. I screwed it until I felt the click. And I'm saying I'm going to start right there. So I started turning it, and it had some tension on it. I mean, it was pretty tight. It was a hard turn. And when I first started, you're supposed to feel a click every half turn. Now, I did not feel the half a click on my first 2 or 3 turns. I just felt the full revolution click. But after it got more tension on it, then I started feeling the click, half click, full turn click. So from when I got that first click, I turned it in 10 full rounds, just like the chart indicated I should. And now on the little scale, it reads 12. I don't know whether that first little round till I don't know why, but that's how I did it. I went 10 rounds from that first click, and it reads a 12, and that's supposed to be set up for my weight plus 50 pounds of, cargo, which, like I said, I'm going to carry a little tool kit, little tiny battery charger, leather jacket, leather chaps. I'll have about 50 pounds worth of crap in there. And we'll see how it goes. Now, if Carol gets on there, she's not going to tell me how much she weighs. I'm just going to guess. But for every 10 pounds that I guess, I'll turn that thing one round, I believe, to increase for it. I don't know. It's still a trial and error for me. All right, here we go. Headed to Lubbock, Texas for new shoes for Stormy. 90% of this is just getting her out of the shop. All right, once again, really nothing to see here, but just a little report on my shock adjustment. I don't know if I'm just getting used to it, but it seems okay. I'm on one of the roughest roads around here, and I don't know. I've had that thing set up and down, and I never was happy with it. Maybe I did something when I just zeroed it out and brought it back in, but this ride is, for being on a rough road, it's not too bad. So that's just a little suspension report. All right, so once again, I'm on a state line road out here. You can kind of see my view. It's still nothing. Let me close this visor. Maybe the sound will be better. I can't get over this ride. I mean, I have no clue what I did differently other than I zeroed that shock out, went back and reset it to the proper weight. This ride is fantastic. And another thing, so today we don't have, you can see all that dirt out in that field over there. It's not blowing. I mean, we have it's probably 70 degrees, and man, the wind's not blowing. It's a perfect riding day. I can only imagine how good it'll be when I get new tires on here. And oh boy, here's another road gator coming up. Don't want to hit that thing. All right.